It's time to bring out our guest. Are you ready? Carrie Ann, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, now from the town of Slayton, in the county seat of Murray, I present our guest, Jim Steichen.
Yay, Jim.
Welcome, Jim.
Welcome, Jim. Welcome.
Welcome to our show.
Glad to have you here.
Yes, definitely. We're very happy to have you with us. We understand and we've heard about him, about your hobbit. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, Marquetry is a form of woodworking where you take different kinds of veneers of wood, which are, like walnut and cherry and mahogany and so forth, and you make pictures out of it. This technique goes all the way back to Egyptian times when the Egyptians used it to make pictures on their sarcophagus.
Could you make a picture of me out of wood?
Yeah, it'd be a little difficult, but it could be done.
A little difficult just because of her looks,
Exactly.
Not because of
Anyway.
Well, the hard part is finding a wood grain such that, it doesn't make you look wooden, you know what I mean?
Oh, Nicole would have no problem.
But, yeah, it was...
That's what happens when one is too pretty. But anyways.
Yeah, I've seen some really striking results from some Iranians I don't know where they actually do their work, but their site is on the internet, obviously, and but they've done some very, very just phenomenal work.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing this since about 1995, somewhere around there.
Well, could you tell us in numbers? Because I don't think she knows how to add, But anyway.
How many years? It's 15 years.
15 years.
Oh, okay.
How did you become interested in this kind of art, Jim?
Well, I took up woodworking in about 1990, and I went to this one woodworking store in Denver, which is where we lived at the time, and I noticed somebody else had done some work, and it was on display there. And so I thought, well, this looks rather interesting. I think I'll investigate it. And I bought some books on how to do it. And I have this one book that was written by somebody in France. And it was a very expensive book. It cost me like $85 for this one huge
So you taught
book,
yourself how to do it?
Yeah, well.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Do you have samples?
Pretty Ann couldn't do something like that.
Yeah, I brought a couple of
Could we take a look?
Yeah.
to show you.
Oh, wow. So how long on average, how long? Because this is a smaller piece.
Yeah, well, it takes about, I would say, 3 days. If I were working continuously, it would take 3 8-hour days to actually cut out all the pieces.
This size?
Just to cut the pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, just to cut them.
Is this just for you, or do you actually sell it?
I've sold a few works on the internet. I've had a couple of people ask me for commissions, and so yeah, I've sold a few of my works.
Do you have anything else to show us?
Oh, certainly. Let's see if the other one get off. Oh,
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, this one really turned out well.
That's pretty good. I actually own something like that was made in Honduras, and I do. It's very interesting.
Very beautiful.
Yeah, we went to the Epcot Center down in Disney World, and they had like a kind of a Mayan pyramid for the Mexico Pavilion, and so I just basically took one of their designs off of that pyramid and redid it a little bit to make that picture.
Yeah. No, it actually resembles a lot of what I have at home.
Yeah, what I try and do is make it so that it looks a little more three-dimensional than the actual flat surface. And this is done by you take the different veneers and you kind of singe them in hot sand. Okay, and it darkens the wood to make the shadows that you see.
Oh, cool.
It's a little bit like printmaking, a little bit, where you get the different layer. Yeah.
Anything else that you have to show us?
Yeah, you have something.
This jewelry box is something I made for my daughter.
Okay.
Now, did you make this design up yourself, or did you get that from something?
This was available from a Dover book on Art Deco.
Okay.
And so, yeah, this The original design had like a castle in the background, but I decided it would be way too much work and too busy to do all that.
But this looks nice.
Away
This is a
from it,
lot.
yeah.
It's a lot where you can appreciate more your work here instead of having too much, where it would be too busy. This
Yeah,
is really
right.
nice.
Yeah. One of the more difficult things is to, like this abalone shell and the mother of pearl is very hard to cut with a knife blade. Okay, you have to go over it several dozen times to actually get through the material. And
So that's real abalone shell on there.
It's very interesting. Very nice.
Very nice, yes.
That's a lot of jewelry. That I would need at least 3 times that size.
well,
Nicole,
I made one
yours?
for my wife, and I don't think I didn't want to bring it because it's a fairly big
Huge.
box, and it's more of an Egyptian theme. It has
That would be fun.
Isis with her wings behind her,
We need something like that. Yes.
and Cleopatra's on one side of the box,
Very cool.
and I carved a bunch of hieroglyphs on the box as well. So
You know what else would be really exotic? If you
Me?
did one of the women of Sweet Swine
you think
on a
so?
box. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you think that'd be really
I would
exotic?
buy it.
Yeah,
I would buy it.
I
buy
am
it.
so sorry, Jim. They always get like
Yeah.
that. It has been very good to have you in our show. Everything was beautiful, and we're just
I love
very
the
grateful
box.
that you came to our show.
Well, thanks for having me on your show,
Oh, thanks
ladies.
for coming.
It
I've
was
become
it was great.
a big fan of your show, and I really like how you do these spotlights on different communities in the area. And can we see one now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got it.
Hey, stranger, what can I get you? Oh, quiet one. We get all types around here. You'll find in our part of the country, it's friendly with towns that you will not forget. Chef Randy and I just the other day went down to a great town. It had great history, and we haven't stopped talking about it yet. Truman, with its mix of family farm, friendly county living, and a fresh perspective on the future. Truman is a perfect place to grow a business, raise a family, or simply live the good life. Truman is a great place to call home. Well, stranger, would you like another cup of coffee while I tell you about their businesses? Thank you for stopping by. And if you need any information about the towns around here, just remember, ask for Norma.
Love that town, ladies.
It was
Me
great,
too.
Jim.
Beautiful place.
Thanks for being here.
It was. Your art is amazing. I really want to take that box, but I'm sure
Me
that
too.
you will stop me. But
He's going to make
My
one with
daughter
us
would
on
break your arm.
probably.
Yeah.
She broke my heart.
That was
Well-
great, Jim. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jim. Your art is it's amazing. I love everything that you brought today. And
That
I need
box
to go
is
to the
beautiful.
website.
It is.
It is. Well, ladies and Jim, gentlemen, we are all out of time for today, so we'll have to say goodbye. But we want to make sure that the audience knows that we share small town stories with big town attitude, because we are
The women of Sweet Swine County. Bye-bye for now.